It's Cody from the Keepers of Nerdom. How y'all doing? Real quick, this is going to be a short one. I think this episode 6 of Ahsoka, has some really, really good stuff in it. And then it has everything else. It's slow. It's a lot of talking. What's there and what's shown is amazing. But I don't understand why Star Wars can't speed it up a little bit. It's almost like they just don't have enough material, and yet they do. The exploration side, love that concept. Just quick run through. Obviously, spoilers for this. We see them jump through. First we focus on Ahsoka for a little bit, and they talk. Her and Hugway, or whatever his name is, the droid. And then he starts with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away at the very end, where she's like, tell me a story. You're like, Star Wars just did the thing. They're self-parodying. It's just, it's weird. I don't know. And so then we get to the evil people, and basically we stay with them the entire rest of the episode, if memory serves completely. And we see Sabine is captured, obviously, which makes sense. She's like, why did you let me out? You promised. She's like, you're an idiot. And I think that's the theme of the episode completely. Sabine is an idiot, and she never should have been anywhere near anything, because nothing makes sense with Sabine. Okay, I could take a little bit of, well, her care is blinding her, and even say stuff like that in this. No, this is beyond care. This is literally a 5-year-old in a 20 plus or 30 plus year old's body. She is dumb. She is an absolute idiot in this entire episode. She's like, you're not going to let me do the stuff. Just because they said you could come with them and didn't kill you didn't mean they weren't going to lock you up. You're stupid. How long has it been? Apparently just a few hours at most, it seems like, because she seems like she's just been there for a little bit. They make it over to the other side of the galaxy. Realize it's actually where the Purgo go to die. That's really an interesting thing and cool. They land on the planet because there's some sort of signal. They meet more of the Dathomir sisters. And so apparently there's been Night Sister witches or mothers or whatever you want to call them over here in another galaxy for how long? Don't know. And then they finally say, patience, you'll get to meet Thrawn. They lock Sabine up for a while. And there's some conversations, just a lot of conversations. I don't even want to focus on them because they're just boring. And Sabine tries to once again use the Force. If so help me, they ever show her actually using the Force, it's over. This is the worst show ever just for that alone. But that being said, Sabine continuing to try to use the Force, she is an idiot. She is an idiot. That's it. That's the answer to this entire episode. It's like there's good concepts in this episode. It's got it there. But it's too slow, because I couldn't figure out why. I was just kind of like, okay, it's not bad by any means, but yet I wasn't interested. It's just too slow. And then every time Sabine's in it, she is an idiot. An absolute idiot. She's shocked when the bad guys go, yeah, we don't trust you. What? Me? Why would you do that? I'm going to use the Force because I'm a Force wielder. No, you're not. You're not. We finally get introduced to Thrawn. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Honestly, he works. But again, the problem with him, though, that doesn't work is he's stoic. Everybody praising the Balin Jedi guy that's a Dark Jedi now. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense because he's boring because everybody else is stoic. So his stoicness is just as boring as everybody else. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, he's so good. Even the hardcore critics of the show are like, oh, he's so amazing. Wow, what a performance. It's great. No, it's not. Everybody else acts the exact same way and it's really boring. Thrawn does the same thing. Thrawn's supposed to. But it's boring because everybody else in the show is just, we're going to read our lines like we are bored as all get out, and we're going to sit here and go, yes, the Force makes us strong. It's of any emotion at all. You lose the epicness of a character that could be stoic because everybody is stoic. Even Sabine has stoicness, even though she's supposed to be younger and more energetic. And it's just stupid. Sabine's an idiot. So we get a lot of the Thrawn stuff, and it's going to take like 3 days, 3 rotations, they say, to pack everything up. And his leader guy on his ship is a stormtrooper with a really weird frontal helmet. It's really interesting. At first I actually thought it might be Ezra Bridger actually, and he sent Sabine out just to mess with her, just to let her go die out there. Funny thing though, this is another thing. Thrawn is kind of an idiot too, because he sends Sabine out. He's like, I'm going to honor your promise. Go. And at first he's also like, it's such a delight to see a familiar face, which, okay, yeah, they did know each other from Rebels, but still, it's weird. Man. Like, why would he send her out there? Because that alerts Ezra to the fact that they are getting ready to leave. You have no threat from Ezra if he doesn't know what's going on. But it's okay. It's fine because Sabine's an idiot. And we'll get to that. So Sabine goes out here and she girl powers her way through and kills like 6, 7 of these people that only shoot at her armor. She does block some of it, but it's still, she has no helmet. Her back of her legs aren't necessarily covered, and her armor does not cover a whole lot of her chest, right? Like the sides of her chest area and chest cavity as a whole, and her stomach area is not that well protected. And yet, no, they can't get her. Stupid. It's stupid. And the Dark Jedi and his apprentice are sent out to kill her and Ezra. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that there's a plot here, but at the same time, it's like, why Thrawn? Why haven't you dealt with Ezra this long? If obviously you were in this, the Space Whale stuff happened and you got taken over here, how did Ezra escape? Right? How did Ezra get out of this situation? I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah. So finally, Sabine meets Ezra after meeting these turtle things and riding on a rat dog thing. And they take the turtle things take her to Ezra, and they have a touching-ish reunion. But then he goes, "Wait, how did you find me?" Something that has effect, and she goes, "Don't ruin the moment. Just be happy that I found you." Something like that. And you're like, she is not gonna tell him what's going on. Sabine's an idiot. That's it. This show is dumb. Like, there are good story plots going on here at points. There's interesting things. And then Sabine's like, I ain't going to tell you nothing about how I got here. I'm just going to enjoy it. Hope you don't die because of my stupidity again. It's like she's a 5-year-old that never learns her lesson ever. Sabine is an idiot. Sabine is an idiot. I said it. It's deserved. She's terrible. So yeah, the Dark Jedi and his apprentice go, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they're standing amongst all the dead bodies of the raiders that are seeing them, all the corpses of their friends. I'm pretty sure they're going to assume that you killed them. You dummies. Unless somebody escaped. I don't remember if anybody escaped. I was so ticked off that Sabine somehow could just survive that many attacks like it was nothing. She's not that good at fighting. She's terrible. Anyway, the moral of the story for all of this is Sabine is an idiot. That's it. That's the conclusion. That's all you need to know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to have you join us at Keepers of Nerddom. Star Wars has been hosed for a long time, and we're just watching it fall apart. That's what this is. This is the fall apart. And it's deserved because they're terrible. They are literally the worst people possible. Dave Filoni has no clue what in the heck he's doing, apparently, and is allowing people to write things, or he's writing them in, to ruin even more stories that, like, come on, guys. Come on. I've been Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. Take care.